Dargo's changed from the very first time that we shot Farscape over 5 years ago to the present day in so many different ways, because he really was set up to be the fighter of the group. He really was meant to be the man to come into the room, take people out, and then get out of the way in preparation for the next battle. But very, very quickly we realised that that was not going to be a very interesting choice for this character, and we're going to lose empathy and interest in him if we portrayed him like that for very long. So that was when we decided to make this, or to create this idea that he had torment inside him about whether he should be a fighter, whether he should be a warrior, and that he had all these other aspirations, much more to do with family. I think Dargo's really a character in search of a home in the best sense. Care, family, relations, nesting, all those type of things are what's at his core. Miniseries is really about reunions for Dargo. It's about reconnecting with John and Aaron, and more importantly, reconnecting with Chiana. Not just in terms of them rebuilding a relationship, but about them discovering why they should rebuild a relationship. There's some really great moments of change in there where Dargo has to confront that very thing we were talking about before. Am I a warrior, or is there another future for me? And then once he's made that decision, it's not a solo journey, because he wants to include Chiana in that. So he has to make that decision and then try and get her to come along for the ride. Dargo and Chiana have amazing conflicts with each other, which is what's interesting about putting those two characters together. When they were very first put together in the series, people thought, oh, what an odd coupling. But it creates such great drama out of putting those two characters together, because essentially they're very, very different. She's so much more spontaneous and wants to explore the world, and you really do get a sense that Dargo has explored the world already and wants to nest and settle down a lot more. So between those two extremes come some fantastic sparks and conflicts between them. And what holds it together, or the glue that holds that together, is the fact that they are just instinctually so attracted to each other and care so deeply for each other. They are really the quintessential opposites attracting. Once the end of Farscape, the series, happened, of course we had a break before we shot the mini-series, so we've been all off doing different shoots. And as I arrived on different sets to play other characters, I was just constantly reminded of the freedom that the actors are given on the Farscape set, because we really own, and control's the wrong word because there's negative connotations, but we contribute to every single moment that's happening in the camera. So we'll turn up to a set, we'll talk through what's on the page, we'll suggest changes, some of them will be adopted, some of them will be rejected, and then we'll start to build. It's almost like the script is a building block, and then we'll start to create things on top of that. We're not locked into a straitjacket. So I think the reason all the cast are using we when we describe how we're working on the show is that we feel a real sense of ownership. And that's why I think we're so emotional that it's coming to an end, and why it's been such a positive experience, because we feel that we have created this show, not just acted in it. We, meaning everyone, from the top down, from the crew to the executive producers. It's just been a really collaborative effort, and one on which we're all taking a great deal of pride.